Hey guys, my name is Amy, and this is the Triple S. But you should be listening to the podcast because the video is like so lame. So please leave now and go listen. Now that's just messed up. What's up, socials? Happy Savvy Tuesday. It's a very exciting day for our community. Breaking out in song already. As a lot of you guys know, I launched my podcast, The Marketing Lifestyle Show, for all of you on Thursday, and we had another show come out on Friday, and it has been so amazing getting this great feedback from you guys. It's funny, actually. I think people like me more in audio form than they do in video, so battle of the multimedia. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you so much. I think we're still waiting on Stitcher to approve the show, so Android users might be having a hard time listening. I do know that there's something called Pocket Cast that I didn't know about before that apparently is streaming my show. So whoever helped coordinate that, I really appreciate it because now Android listeners can listen sooner, but I'm really hoping Stitcher comes through pretty soon and I'll keep you posted on that. iTunes was up and running the first day. It took a little bit of time, but they came through, so yay! Thank you to everybody who's been downloading and leaving reviews. They mean so much to me. And after just a few days of being in iTunes, we're already over 1,500 downloads. So that is awesome, and you guys just made it better than I could have imagined. But that's not what today's show is about, so why don't we jump into it, huh? A question that I get quite frequently is about YouTube and how to monetize. People are always saying, Amy, how do I monetize my YouTube channel? I need to know how to make money in all the different ways possible so that I can consider my options. And it's really frustrating when people ask that, because if you're already asking how to monetize a YouTube channel, you're doing it wrong, and likely you probably don't even have anyone watching your stuff. Monetization on YouTube really did not come for me until there were people watching, and when it occurred to me that there were people being influenced by what I had to say. What actually inspired me to decide to make this video and answer this question that everybody wants to know was an episode of the Chris Cerrone Show. I'm sure I've talked about this before. It's one of my favorite podcasts that I listen to. I can't remember for the life of me who the guest was, but I have a feeling I already knew who he was. I just can't remember the name. But he said something so resounding that made me want to make this video. People want to know how to monetize content, but that is impossible. You can't monetize content. What you can do is monetize your audience. You're monetizing your influence over people who have the ability to spend money. When you start thinking of it that way, that is when an actual monetization idea and track and strategy is going to come into play for you. But that being said, you can't monetize content. It, however, is the prerequisite for creating any sort of influence whatsoever in order to be able to monetize an audience. When people get sponsors for their YouTube channel, it's because they have influence over an audience that is within the realm of demographic that that sponsor would like to speak to. When people start charging for their content, which is a monetization idea that I don't really like that much, it's because they have people who want it so much they're willing to pay for it. When people have advertising on their content, it's because they have an audience supportive enough to know that as they're watching ads or as they're seeing ads on a website, it's because it's contributing to the ability for that person to be able to bring content to them on a regular basis in return for their time. And again, they're the demographic for the advertiser. What you're doing is building a platform more than you're building a monetization venue. Even looking at iJustine, if you go to her YouTube channel, it's very entertaining. She's all over the place. She talks about food and recipes sometimes. She talks about gaming. She talks about her travels and all that stuff. People just live vicariously through her. She's offered opportunities to host and go about and talk to people and do different things and get paid to be a personality who's an expert in her field. That came from building a platform and an audience that trusts her and follows her, that she got those opportunities. It's how you're converting your audience. How am I converting you guys? Let's put that out there. A lot of people want services in social media marketing and video content, so they hire Vlogboss Studios. They found me through these videos. That's a way that I'm converting you. I'm building up a platform of people who love my video content, and then I decide to launch a podcast. Hey, go check out my podcast. I've converted you. These are all ways to make that happen, and when you start thinking about how the audience converts and how you're building your platform, it opens up a lot of different ways for you to make money. Even the partner program on YouTube and all that advertising and stuff is not true monetization of what you can do with your channel. It's pennies compared to what you really could be doing. Hopefully that answers some of your questions. I appreciate you tuning in. This has been your Savvy Tuesday episode. Make sure you tweet with me at Schmittastic and at SavvySexySocial. Let's continue to chat about this in the comments. I know you guys still have a ton of questions about making money, making videos, or just having a blog presence at all. Just maybe it's not videos that you do, maybe it's podcasting, maybe it's writing. How do you monetize that, and how do you build that audience so that you can have the influence level that sponsors and other opportunities that come along can make sense for you and actually pay your bills? Let's talk about it, and make sure you tune in tomorrow for Sexy Wednesday, and then we'll be back for Social Thursday, and then we'll be back for Marketing Lifestyle Friday. Episode 3 of the podcast comes out this week, and I'm really excited about it. Heads up, I'm filming a lot of this stuff, recording the podcast and everything very far in advance because I'm going on a Vegas vacation. So let's continue to chat on Twitter and stuff. You guys know I don't disconnect ever, but I wanted to let you know that I am taking a little bit of time off, so I might be a little bit slower to respond, okay? But not until like Wednesday. Savvy Tuesday shouldn't be a problem. Okay, too much information. I'll see you tomorrow.